Hi there, Lady Ember here. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Tips for a Magical Life. Today, we are talking about letting others being right most of the time. Now, one of the most important questions you can ever ask yourself is, do I want to be right or do I want to be happy? Many times the two are mutually exclusive. Being right, defending our position, takes an enormous amount of mental energy and often alienates us from the people in our lives. Needing to be right or needing someone else to be wrong encourages others to become defensive and puts pressure on us to keep defending. Yet many of us, myself included in this at times, spend a great deal of time and energy attempting to prove our point that we're right. And honestly, the other people are wrong. Many people, consciously or unconsciously, believe that it's somehow their job to show others how their positions, statements, and points of view are incorrect. And that in doing so, the person they are correcting is going to somehow appreciate it, or at least learn something. My friends, after many years of doing this, I'm going to tell you this is wrong. Think about it. Have you ever been corrected by someone and said to the person who was trying to be right, thank you. Thank you so very much for showing me that I'm wrong and you're right, and actually meant it in a non sarcastic way? Now, I see it. Okay, I get it. If you actually said, boy, you're great, instead, or added to that, like I have at times, it's one of those things. Has anyone you know ever thanked you or even agreed with you when you corrected them or made yourself right at their expense? Of course not. The truth is, all of us hate to be corrected. We all want our positions to be respected and understood by others. Being lied to and disrespected is not what we want as humans. However, being listened to and heard is one of the greatest desires that any human can have in their heart. And those who learn to listen are the most loved and respected of all. Those who are in the habit of correcting others are often resented and avoided. It's not that it's never appropriate to be right. Sometimes you genuinely need to be or want to be. Perhaps there are certain philosophical positions that you don't want to budge on, or ethical positions, such as when you hear a racist comment. Here, it's important to speak your mind. Usually, however, it's just your ego creeping in and ruining an otherwise peaceful encounter, perhaps even pleasant. A habit of wanting or needing to be right is something you should try and exercise to get rid of in your life. A wonderful, heartfelt strategy for becoming more peaceful and loving is to practice allowing others the joy of being right. Give them the glory. Stop correcting them. As hard as it may be to change this habit, it's worth any effort and practice it takes. When someone says, I really feel it's important too, rather than jumping in and saying, no, it's more important too, or any of the handfuls and hundreds of other forms of conversational editing that could be added here, honestly, simply just let it go and allow their statements to stand. The people in your life will become less defensive and more loving. They will appreciate you more than you could ever have dreamed possible, even if they don't exactly know why. You'll discover the joy of participating in and witnessing other people's happiness, which is far more rewarding than a battle of the egos. Trust me. You don't have to sacrifice your deepest philosophical truth or most heartfelt opinions. But honestly, starting today, let others be right most of the time. Love and light, peace and progress. Lady Ember out.